Three categorized climbs in this opening stage of the Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. More than 30 degrees looking for shadow in this corona-proof new calendar September race. 138 riders, 23 teams, including World Tour teams at the start in Luxembourg City. Including Gilbert, Wellens, Ulissi, Mark Cavendish, Arnaud Démare and many more. 133 kilometers back to Kirchberg, the European neighborhood of this vibrant city, Luxembourg. Thumbs up! That means we're ready to go for the 80th time in this Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. At the start, we are looking for a new winner after Herrada's win last year. And after that hectic start, we have 5 escapees with a maximum advantage over the peloton. Here we have Sergio Martin of Caja Rural, François Bonamour of Arkea Samsic, Axel Zengle for Team Delco. We have Lucas Meiler for Team Vorarlberg from Austria. And there we have the number 1, Tony Galopin of AG2R, the former Vuelta and Tour de France stage winner. No rush in the peloton yet. Only happy faces alongside the corona-proof roads of Luxembourg. Halfway in lovely Echternach, we see the peloton with the French champion Arnaud Démare, surrounded by great teammates. Arnaud Démare, one of the favorites for today's first stage. There he is. Up front, we have a battle for the Bordeaux jersey, the climber's jersey, with Zengle just taking it before Sergio Martin. So the Delco trainee Zengle takes the mountain jersey at the second climb, but misses out in the descent. Luckily, he could proceed. Big mistake by Zengle, but then again a class act correction after that. Look at this. Braking, and hop! There we go. Glad he is okay. Up front, we have the 4 attackers now continuing, but NTT of Benjamin King and Groupama for Arnaud Démare setting the pace in the final of the peloton. Back to the front. There we have Tony Galopin on the attack, wanting more than just the escape, hoping for the win today. He has the number 1, wanting the number 1 spot today in Luxembourg. And while the peloton stretches to come closer and closer, Galopin is working hard to stay ahead. Look at this. Galopin working, even taking a left turn roundabout where he should have gone right. But good for him, it ends up well. A hectic final then, with NTT's Benjamin King, Thibaut Ferras of Natura Forever, and Diego Ulissi is there. Suddenly in the lead. Too sudden maybe, too early as well. So then the bunch is back together all again in the final. There's the bunch. Just 7 Ks to go. And there we have a mechanical for Cav. Not his size. Such a shame in the final. Not possible to sprint. Ahead, the bunch reaches Luxembourg. And there we have the final jump towards the final Millionenweg. Philipsen Grosso and then the final attack of Diego Ulissi. Grosso, the Romanian, is the only one who can follow. The rest unable to stick with that. So it's Ulissi versus Grosso. Just a little gap for the Romanian-Italian tandem in the last 400 meters. Ulissi obviously relies on his sprint, playing poker at this time. Great stuff. Looking back, for the Italian and the Romanian, Ulissi and Grosu, still together, the rest only 50 meters away. But that's a long way to go just to the finish here at the Parc de l'Europe. Ulissi dares to place poker, relies on that sprint. There's Grosu, who wants to go for it. Grosu and Ulissi, and there goes the Italian. Up front, because the rest is coming. 75 meters for Ulissi, that's only 50, that's 30, and there's the finish, and there's his first victory of the season for Diego Ulissi. And the great teamwork by the guys of Emirates with the celebrations with Oliveira and Jasper Philipsen. Great work by the Italian. From above we see the long sprint and also rapid sprint by the number 3, Capiot. There's Abrasturi, there's Philipsen. But there's only one man who is the quickest here in Luxembourg, and that's Diego Ulissi, the first stage winner of this 80th version of the Tour of Luxembourg and our new first leader. Ulissi with the flowers and the applause. The number 1 ahead of Omari Capiot, slightly before Grosu, Abrasturi in 4th, Jasper Philipsen and Rui Oliveira of the UAD squad in 5th and 6th, before Krieger, Eros Capecchi, Hulgaard in 9th place, and Jordi Warlop becomes 10th today in this first stage of the Skoda Tour of Luxembourg, won by Diego Ulissi.